Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. ZookeeperChris here. Long time no see. I have asked Lucy to watch the twins this morning while I make this video quickly and chat with you all about today's big Planet Zoo announcement, and that is update 1.5, which is a free update coming March 30th. Alongside this update, I do think a new DLC will be launching. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think that DLC might be. But if there is, you bet we'll be covering it here on the channel, so be sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. If you're interested in seeing this update live or ever wanted to chat with a real zookeeper, drop by and follow our Twitch channel over at twitch.tv/ZookeeperChris. We'll be showcasing all of this new content on the 30th starting around 9 AM EST, and we'd love for you to join us. To start today's video off, I'll be reading the official announcement and then jumping into my thoughts and opinions on everything right after. So if you've already read the announcement and just want to hear my thoughts, feel free to skip ahead to the time mentioned below. With all that out the way, let's get right into it. Heyo zookeepers, it's time for us to share some news about what you can expect to arrive in Planet Zoo soon. We're excited to reveal free update 1.5 arriving March 30th, 2021. This free update contains multiple highly requested additions as well as some quality of life changes. Thank you for sharing all of your feedback and suggestions with us. It has helped us sculpt this update, and we're proud to reveal what we've got coming to Planet Zoo. This post will explain what you can expect and how it will affect your gameplay. Multiple zoo entrances. We've heard your requests. You will be able to place multiple zoo entrances in every gameplay mode. They will be expensive, but you'll be able to set up the perfect spawn points and entrances, further increasing the efficiency of your zoo. This will also add close options on your spawn points, so you can disable any that are outside the park boundaries, if you would like to. This means that you'll have complete freedom with the spawn locations, something we know many of you are after. These changes bring a new warning notification that will pop up if your newly placed guest spawn points are too far away from a ticket booth, which would lead to guest inefficiency. Water Visual Setting UI. Water volumes are now set up as fully interactable and selectable objects, meaning that you will be able to click on them to bring up their information panel, although this will only happen if your cursor can detect the body of water. If you have the water completely covered in scenery, for example, you will also be able to find the water in the Select Lake option in the Terrain Tools section. Via the Waters UI, you will find some trivia statistics about the lake, connection details for what cleaning and temperature facilities are affecting the lake, and, most interesting, customization options. These options will allow you to change the color of the lake via FlexiColor and change the fogging distance, which will allow you to make the lake more or less clear in visibility. We know this is something many of you were reporting feedback on, so we're happy to bring you these creativity options. These changes will be available for all the water around your zoos, meaning you'll have these options whether it's within a habitat blueprint or if it's a moat around your zoo. You'll be able to cater the water to your requirements. Please keep in mind that changing the water visuals will override the visual cleanliness. This means that the water will look the way you have designed it to, but it does not affect its actual cleanliness rating in the game. You will still need to follow the correct steps when setting up your water to ensure your animals can enjoy it safely. Billboards. Custom billboards will be making their Planet franchise return in update 1.5. With the introduction of custom billboards, you will be able to create your own bespoke signs around your zoos, meaning you'll be able to customize the signs to whatever you'd like to showcase in your zoos. Just like in Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo's custom billboards will include new assets such as screens that will allow you to change the image on it to one of your own. The formats of the images billboards will use are currently JPEG, PNG, TIFF, TGA, and BMP. You will also be able to override habitat, exhibit, and conservation education boards. However, you will still need to set up your boards to be pointing to the animal or topic in the UI menu, as this is what guests need to understand what your custom image is trying to show them. We know that some of you enjoy creating custom videos alongside your custom images, and we're proud to announce that the education boards, conservation boards, and billboards will be also capable of displaying video. These work in the same way to images, but your videos will need to be in the WebM format. You will be able to have audio in these videos. Like in Planet Coaster, we will also be bringing custom audio to the speakers. The audio will need to be in FLAC or OGG format. When adding in your custom audio, you will need to set the education speakers up via the UI to state what species or topics your custom audio is representing, so your guests will understand. Customization on the education speakers will also allow you to add in new music to the educator talk points, which will play while the educator is not giving a talk. As we're currently working on custom audio, we will be sharing an update for you when you can expect to see them at a later date. Free timed scenario. Update 1.5 will have a new scenario for you to tackle. Go back to the beginning, to before Bernie created his first ever zoo at Goodwin House. Take over the renovation of Sholey Manor, the grounds of Bernie's first zoo, and build it into a thriving attraction. See if you can beat Bernie's record for successful lion breeding program in this new free timed scenario. We can't wait to see you tackle this challenge. Timed scenarios. The front-end globe UI that you see on the main menu screen has been updated to better present the timed scenarios to you, rather than it being hidden behind the career button. This update is linked to the scenario rewards below. Scenario rewards. We're adding the statues you see on the globe of the career and timed scenarios as scenery pieces that you will receive as a reward for completing them. Completing a medal on a scenario level will earn you that medal's color version of the statue, bronze, silver, or gold, and unlocking a new level will unlock the stone version of that statue too. This means that there will be a range of new scenery statues you can earn by completing a scenario level that you'll be able to place all over your zoos. For those of you who have already completed the scenarios, which we read via your profile data, you will be presented with a fanfare on the globe screen telling you that you've unlocked some or all of these statues already. Otherwise, when you complete a level, a fanfare will show you the new item you have unlocked. The locking mechanics behind these rewards works the same as if you haven't already researched an item. They appear with a lock on them in the scenery browsers, and any blueprint that uses an item you haven't unlocked will have a lock on them. Changes to UI, franchise web browsers. We're switching the franchise animal trading UI from using the web page to using the same UI as our offline modes. The intention behind this is to both unify the feeling and features of the game modes and hopefully also address usability issues some community members were having with the market. Save franchise zoos as sandbox. On the front end My Zoos page, you can now use the Open as Sandbox or Open as Challenge option on your franchise zoos to save them as a fresh sandbox or challenge mode zoo. This will also allow you to upload these separate saves to the Steam Workshop to share. We cannot wait to see your beautiful franchise zoos start popping up on the Steam Workshop. Staff Traversable Area Map. We've added a new habitat heat map mode that shows the traversable area of staff members within a habitat. You will be able to see where staff members can reach, just like the animal traversable area heat map, and objects that the keeper needs to reach, such as feeding trays and drinking stations, will also be highlighted. Multi-select. We will be adding multi-select back into Planet Zoo. Designed to make it easier for you to manage your animals, multi-select will be in the form of a tick box that will be added to the animal storage tab across the different Planet Zoo modes. Deep swimming added to Gharials. In update 1.5, we will be adding deep water swimming to the Gharials. In future updates, we're looking at adding deep swimming to other animals in the roster. When we have more to share on these, we will let you all know. This update will also arrive alongside some gameplay tweaks and bug fixes, which we've been working on with your suggestions and feedback in mind. Update 1.5 will go live on the 30th of March, and you will be able to read the full list of update notes then. To all the Planzo fams, we'd like to thank you for your continued support. We're looking forward to having a great 2021 with you all and can't wait to share what else we've been working on soon. Keep an eye out for any announcements. Okay, so that was quite a lot packed into one forum post, so let's go ahead and dive into each of these, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on each of them pretty quickly, and we'll go from there. So multiple zoo entrances sounds pretty cool. I don't think I've ever really wanted multiple zoo entrances in any of my zoos, but I'm sure there's many people that do want that. I know there are some zoos and theme parks in the world that have multiple entrances, so anytime that Planet Zoo wants to add something to the game to make it even more realistic, I'm all on board. Boosting everyone's creativity is always a good thing, so this should be awesome. I'm really confused why it says they will be expensive. Like, what does that mean? Like, how expensive could they really be? As far as I know, most of the times when I'm playing Planet Zoo, money is not really an issue, so we'll see. I just feel like them saying they will be expensive is meant to really stand out here, and I'm not sure why. Like I said, money is not usually an issue, especially once you've got your zoo going after a while, so we'll see if this actually has anything behind it, how expensive it will really be. I wouldn't be too concerned, to be honest. Okay, so this is a pretty big one. Water visual setting UI. This is actually maybe my biggest thing that I'm most excited about here. So ever since they added deep diving to the game, everyone has really wanted some settings that we could change with the bodies of water. A lot of times you put in water, you make this awesome water habitat for the animals, and the water is murky no matter what you do. And pretty much right now, the only way to fix that is to put in a bunch of lights in there and turn them all on, and that can kind of help clear it up. But other than that, it's really difficult. So this is an amazing update. I'm super excited to see this. I'm super excited to see what some people do with this. I already know some people want to do things like a lava lake, making your water red. Sounds interesting. Here in this photo, it looks kind of purpley to me, which is cool. I mean, I don't know why you would ever have crocodiles swimming in purple water, but hey, you know, to each their own. Play the game how you want to play it. So yeah, changing the color of the water is awesome, but again, also changing the fogging distance, so making the lake more clear, is amazing, and I can't wait to see this in game. So yes, this is a super big one. I'm super excited for. Let me know what you guys are most excited for as far as this change goes. Are you going to be making some crazy funky watercolors? Are you going to have all of your water crystal clear? What are your plans for this? Because I know there's just so much you can do with this change right here. Custom billboards are coming into the game. This is something that Planet Coaster already has implemented. So if you want to see exactly how this works, I'd recommend going to search on YouTube Planet Coaster custom billboard tutorial, and you can kind of see how they do it there. And I'm guessing it might be similar in Planet Zoo. It is a little complicated over there, so maybe they'll make it a little easier in Planet Zoo, but probably not. We'll see. I am super excited to see what some people in the community make, because there are some crazy creative people out there, and I know they're going to make some amazing things here to showcase in their zoos, so I'm super hyped to see that. One thing I do want to mention is down here it talks about custom audio. I think it's important to realize that it looks like it is not going to be launching with this update, because it says they are currently working on custom audio. They're just kind of including it here to let you guys know that it is coming, but it seems like it's not going to be with this update here. So a little funky. I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to be wondering where it is and think it's coming with this update, but it does not seem like it is, to me at least. I mean, right here it does say we'll provide an update when you can expect to see them at a later date. So that sounds pretty definitive to me. Let me know if you read that differently. Free time scenario, cool. I don't do the scenarios too much. I don't do the time scenarios because most of the time when I'm playing Planet Zoo, actually all the time, it's on stream, and I suck at staying focused while I'm on stream. I get distracted. I chat with people a lot. We go into weird tangents, and time scenarios are not for me. I fail them every time. So if you like time scenarios, have fun. It sounds cool. It sounds like an interesting premise. You know, Bernie before he ever created his first zoo. So have fun with that. That's going to be awesome. Time scenario globe UI. It sounds like this is just a minor UI change on the main menu, which is cool. Makes it easier, it seems like, to find the time scenarios for people. So sweet. Maybe there are some people out there who didn't even know time scenarios were a thing in Planet Zoo, and now this will pop up and they'll be like, hey, what is this? And they'll give it a try. Okay, this here is awesome. Scenario rewards. So I think this is something that I don't know if Planet Coaster does this, but I know back in like Zoo Tycoon, there'd be things you can do in the game that would be like achievements, and like if you finish the achievement, you would unlock pieces that you could use in your zoos. And this is kind of what they're doing here in Planet Zoo. So yeah, what this is basically if you complete a time scenario, and it also looks like maybe a career mode, if you complete that, you get a bronze, silver, or gold star, you will unlock a statue of that color. So this one here is a silver statue. Maybe this is for the Goodwin house, who knows, because that's in the background, I think. But anywho, I'm super excited for this. It's cool that they are giving people even more of a reason to play these other modes, and gets them new cosmetics and new items that you can unlock in the game to use in your zoo. So I am all for that, adding free items that you can unlock. I love it. This down here seems pretty minor for the most part, but if you read into it a little bit, it says that the intention of this UI change is to hopefully address usability issues that some people are having with the market. So I'm wondering if this change here is going to make it so that when you're playing franchise mode, I'm wondering if when you click, it'll actually register your click, because as of right now, sometimes you'll click and it doesn't register. It's the most annoying thing ever. You have to click like 50, 100 times, or you just press like spacebar, and there are some tricks, but it's very annoying. And honestly, it has driven me away from franchise zoos at sometimes. So it's pretty frustrating as far as franchise zoos go. And I'm hoping this change here changes that and helps that out. So we'll see. Very small thing here though, but also might have a very big impact for just quality of life franchise mode playthroughs. So I'm excited to see if that changes here. Save franchise zoos as sandbox. This is amazing. This is awesome. A lot of people have wanted this before. This is going to be very cool to see in the game. So now basically, if you're playing a franchise zoo and you want to share it with somebody, you can now do that. Beforehand, if you had a franchise zoo you're super proud of, you literally couldn't share it. I know for here on our channel and on the Twitch channel, we were doing community showcases, and some people wanted to showcase their franchise zoo and they literally couldn't, because you couldn't make it a Steam Workshop item. You couldn't open it as a sandbox zoo or anything like that. So now you can do that. You can show off your franchise zoo to other people and upload it to the Steam Workshop by making it a sandbox zoo first. So super awesome. A lot of people are going to be very excited for this. Staff traversable area map. Another pretty small thing here, but it can be very huge when designing your habitats. As of right now, when you build a habitat, you basically just got to drop the staff in there and watch their pathing and just see if they can get to everything. But this here is going to make it so they have a heat map just like the animals. It's exactly the same as the animals, where you can click on the animal, press H, bring up the heat map and see where the animals can walk in a habitat. Now you can do that with staff. So this is amazing, and it's going to be super helpful when designing your habitats, just to make sure that they can get to everything. Bringing back multi-select, that sounds great. They added it a while ago, but then there was some sort of issue and they had to take it away. So I'm thinking this is the same exact multi-select that they took away before and they're now bringing back. So again, this was something that was in franchise mode. Drives a lot of people crazy that you can't do in franchise mode currently. So it's going to be fantastic and amazing to have it in franchise mode again. I can't wait to have multi-select back. It's going to make things so much easier. And then last but not least, deep swimming has been added to the gharials. So I kind of mentioned this back when the aquatic update came out, that within the free game, only the saltwater crocodiles could deep dive. Well, now they're adding it to the gharials. So as the game, continues, they're going to add more and more animals to the roster that can dive down and take advantage of the deep waters. And of course, closing out the forum post, we have a short message that says they can't wait to share what else they've been working on soon and to keep an eye out for any announcements. I do think this is a tease to an upcoming DLC announcement, and when they do, I will be making a video for that and providing full coverage. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel and have notifications turned on if you want to be one of the first to hear that information. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and until next time, stay wild.